Welcome back to the War Corgi YouTube channel. I'm going to do a quick review for the models for the game Scouts Out, a 28mm World War I skirmish game. Now these models are printed from STLs on a brand new resin 3D printer using the Legu's plant-based tough polymortar resin white. I gotta say, as a new 3D printer, didn't have any problems with these models, so that was pretty exciting for me. Now, altogether, there are currently 7 British models available to field your force, and we're going to go through those. And later on in the video, I'm going to show you the 250-point force I created with some duplicate prints. That's one of the nice things about 3D printing. Once you buy that STL file, it's yours for keeps, and you can print as many models as you want from it. Okay, so let's start over on the right side with just the British soldiers. So you can get the 5 models you see there clumped together as part of a British Force set. It comes in at $16 on the Scouts Out webpage. You can go ahead and check out their web store on the link that I'll provide below. So with those 5 models, what you get is 3 soldiers, you get a junior NCO, and then the guy on the left is holding a submachine gun. Now as we move over to the left, what we have there is a British officer. He's kind of got his pistol up in the air and he's holding some sort of whipping stick, I like to think of it as, in order to keep the troops in line and maybe bonk some Germans on the head from time to time. Now that is probably the most intricate of all the models, and it's also the most expensive, coming in at $10. But we got uses for him besides just being a British officer. We'll cover that later. Then over on the left, you're offered the opportunity to buy a 4th British soldier to go along with the 3 that I've already shown you. It's a $3.50 STL. So I went ahead and took that deal, just have a little bit more variety in my force of Brits. So altogether, it wasn't a bad deal, coming in at just under $40 to print these 7 types of models. Alright, so overall the printing process, I'll go ahead and show you what those models look like before I painted them, just so you get a good idea what the clear white resin looks like. And I'll also show you a picture of the resin that I used. And then also of note, you can purchase these models in resin. They'll print them off for you, and you can purchase them. They'll mail them to you. Prices are obviously different from the STL files, but if you're interested in that, or you don't have a 3D printer or a friend who knows how to 3D print, that might be the best option for you. So go ahead and get that ready for you, queued up, and then I'm going to set up these forces to show you how I built a 250-point force using these 7 STL files. A standard game of Scouts Out is played at 250 points, and with that there's a force organization chart that you do have to follow. The first thing you must have is a headquarters unit, and for my force I have a professional sergeant leading the way. Now he has a special rule, it's called Leadership 2, allows a model within 2 inches of him to reroll a 2 wound roll. That's especially useful when paired up with the submachine gun that's behind them, because that submachine gun is only going to be wounding on a 4 up when they hit. So the submachine gun is a veteran in this force. He has that light machine gun, so he's allowed to throw 3 rounds down range each turn, which is pretty impressive. And then as a veteran, he's fairly survivable. Next to him we got 2 Joes, and it's actually the same model. I just reversed the axis on the print, so one is right-handed, one is left-handed. Those are just 2 professional infantrymen. Nothing special about them. They fill some bodies, and they also fill a force organization requirement to have 2 regular soldiers. The light machine gun also would fall under that, though. You're allowed to have 3 specialists in your force. None of those can be repeated. That's worth noting. Now in this case I have a sniper. This is a British soldier. I'm using the sniper. As you can see, he has that sniper pose, getting ready, aiming down range. Snipers are great. This particular sniper is a professional, and they have the sniper rifle, which has a 36-inch range. It is heavy, but it does come with a scope, which gives them +1 to hit, and a sniper cloak. You can see that cloak on him works well. My second specialist That's a British officer, you say. No, it's not. In this case, he's a point man. Point mans are armed with, as you see, a pistol, a close combat weapon, and a sniper cloak. So it all works out perfectly for this. Now, this particular point man is a veteran, and his special role is a professional silent kill. He is really good at hand-to-hand combat, so that's why he's only armed with a pistol. And then the Lovat Scouts are a real interesting choice. They're not specialists, but they are special troops. And Lovat Scouts come in this case, the professional level. They're armed with rifles. They have close combat weapons, so they're a little bit more dangerous in close combat. And they have sniper cloaks. Sniper cloaks add 1 to their defense. So I took all of my models, which in this case is 2, absent the sniper model, that have cloaks on, and they're now sniper cloaks. So that way when I play with these guys, it's fairly clear what everybody is. And so altogether, I mean, it is a skirmish game, but you're looking at a total of 10 models on the British side. That includes 1 headquarters, 2 specialists, 3 regular troopers, and 4 Lovat Scouts. So anxious to get these guys on the board and show you what this game's all about. I can say one thing for certain: the models and the time frame is pretty cool. So stick with us. We're going to have more content for Scouts Out coming in the future. Hope you enjoyed this video.